Good evening, and welcome to Stories Unveiled. This is the story of the Cossack. Before the time of steel, warfare was very different. Rifles and grenades ruled the battlefield. The first conflicts between corporations after their return on Earth was fought by soldiers and colonists, and the losses were many. The Big Five, mainly Spacetech and DSC, thought of the brilliant idea of using their already built exosuits, which they are currently using to traverse the Martian landscapes, and militarize them. It was only a few months later that the first exosuits were seen on the battlefield. From this day forward, these machines slowly began getting bigger and more advanced. During the initial phases of the corporate war, military engineers thought of a robot that could quickly navigate rough terrain, outmaneuver enemy fire, and secure key objectives. Spacetech, with their limited knowledge on robotics and limited resources, managed to build an exosuit strong enough to carry armor plates and weapons, while also being as maneuverable. The engineering heads decided to scrap their old equipments and machines for the necessary resources. In the blueprints, it was originally designed to carry two weapons, but because of its lightweight frame, the recoil would be too much, as they learned the hard way during testing. Due to design features and due to limited technology, the chassis could only carry a single weapon. It was coming along nicely. However, while mounting the weapon, the robot unexpectedly lost balance due to its weight, causing a dozen deaths and injuring its pilot. A counterweight was then soon added to compensate for the imbalance. A couple of months later, the model was approved and was mass-produced, earning the nickname Cossack, meaning freeman, named after the Russian and Ukrainian Cossacks and their history in their military roles. In its first deployment, the Cossacks suffered unrepairable damages, and reports from the pilots declaring the machine as a walking coffin, since traditional rifles could easily pierce its very thin armor, and grenades and other explosive weaponry could cripple it beyond repair. The problem was not the machine, however. It was just not being used in its strengths. It was never meant for open combat. The Cossack was one of the first combat walkers deployed on the battlefield, featuring an innovative jump system that allowed it to leap over obstacles and dodge incoming attacks. A very popular tactic that the first pilots used was to jump atop buildings and gain a high ground advantage, while other, heavier mechs relied on brute force. The Cossack's philosophy was simple: strike fast, capture strategic points, and retreat before the enemy could react. It became a favorite among rookie pilots, offering a perfect blend of mobility and tactical freedom. The Cossack is a light robot in War Robots, known for its high mobility due to its jump ability. It was one of the original robots in the game and was often used for quick beacon capping, especially in lower leagues. However, as the game introduced more advanced robots with better abilities and firepower, the Cossack became less competitive. Some players still enjoy using it for fun and nostalgic reasons. In the early days of the mechanized warfare, before the rise of powerful titans and advanced AI-driven war machines, there was a simple, yet effective and reliable war machine. Designed as a lightweight, highly mobile reconnaissance unit, the Cossack was built for speed, agility, and quick strike tactics. In its prime, the Cossack was a beacon runner's dream, securing early game advantages. Pilots who mastered its jump ability could scale buildings, evade fire, and use the environment to their advantage. For many new recruits, piloting a Cossack was a rite of passage. It was the first taste of battle, teaching them how to move, fight, and survive. In the hands of a skilled pilot, the Cossack could outmaneuver even stronger enemies, dancing around them on the battlefield. As technology advanced, so did warfare. The battlefield saw the arrival of more heavily armored and powerful robots. With advanced shielding, multiple weapon slots, and abilities that far surpassed the humble Cossack. The introduction of stealth mechs, dash units, and phase-shifting technology made the Cossack's once revolutionary jump ability seemed outdated. Pilots who once depended on it for survival had to adapt to newer, stronger robots. The Cossack, once a symbol of speed and strategy, became a relic of the past, rarely seen on the battlefield. Some still pilot it for fun, reliving the early days of war robots. Though it no longer dominates the battlefield, the Cossack remains a beloved piece of history for veteran pilots. Some still take it out for fun, reliving the early days of war robots, while others test their skill by taking on modern mechs in a Cossack just for the challenge. In a world of titans and high-tech war machines, the Cossack serves as a reminder of where it all began. It is not the strongest, nor the most advanced, but in the right hands, it can still make an impact, one jump at a time. Looking back in history, its pilots were pioneers, its engineers, trailblazers, its story unveiled, its mark engraved, and the Cossack today, a living legend.